platform that I've discovered that is great as a go-to is this one called playgroundai.com. And the amazing thing about Playground is that you get something like 1,000 images a day that you can produce for free. So it's pretty incredible, and you're probably not going to outdo your sort of limit. So as soon as you come to Playground, you basically have this sort of community feed, which is you can sort of easily get lost in, but it's quite inspirational. And the great thing about this is that you can click on one of these images and you can see basically the prompts that people were putting in and all the various sort of details that people were putting in. You can copy the seed number. Now we'll come to the seed number later, but basically you could copy this number and you could replicate the exact same image. So each image has a unique number that you can basically sample. So you can sort of see all the details of the image from this. So you can really sort of, if you find an image that you really like I quite like this. I think this is quite a nice image. So maybe I'd want to take some of the inspiration from this and develop my own. So you can get quite lost in this sort of community feed, as I say. You can look at landscapes and just spend a good period of time looking at landscapes and getting some, as I say, some sort of inspiration. Find out what sort of prompts people use, how they've manipulated an image to come up with that particular type of image. Now on Playground, you have a thing called canvases, which is like I guess your sort of type of image that you're creating. So you can, if you on a paid service, for example, you could have multiple canvases for multiple projects. On the free version, I think you get maybe 2 or 3 canvases. So it's if you're going to stay for free, you're probably just going to do most of your work on 1 or 2 canvases. This is the general sort of platform that you get when you create your image. What we're going to do, the prompts that we've used throughout this course, which is the boy with shocking white hair and red glasses shouting at the moon, which is quite a unusual sort of prompt, I guess, so you can sort of see the differences. So I'm going to type that in now. Okay, so I've typed that in. Not a great deal of detail for this, so we're just going to see what will come up with that sort of basic prompt now, and then I'll show you some of the ways that we could manipulate this image further to get something that we really wanted once it's developed. Now what I want to do is show you something that often happens on this platform, which I've not noticed on other platforms. You get this filter, which is NSFW, not suitable for work, which sort of indicates that it could be a adult themed prompt. I don't know why, because actually I've missed out the word boy for some reason. So boy with shocking white hair and red glasses shouting at the moon. I can't see anything in there that's particularly shocking, but let's try and put in boy and see how that goes. Okay, so it's brought up again. I'm going to try a few variations and see if I can get this to actually work on this platform. Okay, eventually I managed to get teenage male with shocking white hair. Now to me, I think that looks pretty good. I'm really pleased by that. But what I'm going to do is, on the right here, you can regenerate the prompt again, and you can put in 4 options, and you can change the quality. Now if you change the quality, obviously it's going to be slower, or slow if you go down, and then slow if you go up, and then faster if you go down. Prompt guidance, higher values will make your image closer to the prompt. So if you really wanted a real teenage man, there had to be red glasses, then you go sort of higher there. So I'm going to go a little bit higher there, I think. A little bit higher there, see what happens. You can change here, you can change the dimensions, and down here you can change the filters. So if I wanted to be super realistic, maybe I'll choose this one, which I've used before. I'm going to use that one now and see how we get on. So click generate and see what happens. Okay, so quite different results. You can see here, this to me is really good. You know, it's sort of manga sort of style. When I clicked the filter, it went absolutely wild, right? So, you know, that sort of proves that really what you need to do is to really play around with the various filters and you know, so come up with some different sort of, you know, mess around with the settings. So I think for this, I'll take if I wanted to keep this style, this sort of more realistic style, I'd definitely take down the prompt specific. The quality, I sort of take down a little bit. And what I probably do here is I quite like this general feel. So maybe I would image to image. So I basically copy this image here, and what this does is base the next generated images on this particular image. But I'll take it down quite low. And then what you can do is you can put in here things like you see the fingers are not quite right. So what I would do is teenage male with shocking white hair, red glasses, shouting at the moon with 4 fingers and a thumb. The thing is that AI seems to really struggle with like getting fingers right, and I'll put here, exclude from the images, less than 4 fingers. Okay, this is very a thumb and a thumb. Okay, so let's see what this comes up with. It may not work, and I don't want to make this video really long until I get the perfect image. I just wanted to show you some of the things we'll do, because we're going to be coming back to Playground a little bit later anyway. So let's see what this generates. Okay, so what we can see now is that the fingers look a little bit more realistic. So if we just this image here I quite like. So if we sort of go in, we can sort of see that looks fairly realistic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the hands are good. I quite like the watch. Yeah. So you know, this guy, I think looks okay. I think we've done okay with that. The others, the thumb is a bit weird, right? The eyes are weird. The fingers are messed up there. Fingers are sort of, I don't know, they're not quite right there, but this guy is good. So I think if I was really working on this guy, I would probably focus on this image. I'd maybe redo this image again. Maybe I'll go a bit stronger, and then maybe I'd like want to do something like make the moon really big behind him or something like that. Maybe I could change his clothes. You know, but I like this. I think this is quite good. Quite good. So there's like a really rough guide to Playground. Now Playground has an amazing help. You can basically just go to help there, and somewhere they have you can look at their YouTube video. I don't know why that's not working, but anyway, their YouTube video is really extensive. Their YouTube channel, I should say. You can basically follow their YouTube channel and learn loads of tips and tricks around this. That's how I learned stuff like, you know, putting in less than 4 fingers and stuff like that into there. What you can do then, if I wanted this, I'd right click and you can upscale 4. Okay, so you upscale 4, and then basically you have a really high resolution for that. I mean, that's not bad considering it's totally free, right? You know, there's no watermarks on here. It's pretty high quality for free. Let's say the watch here, as I just sort of noticed, that you really wanted to, there's various tools here, so you can object eraser, where you basically click on that. If you click on the auto sign, it will pick up on that, and then there you go, like that, and then you click on erase. Now hopefully it should work out that you can just erase that watch. There you go. It's not ideal, is it? So you can click on it again and see what it does. No. So I'm going to go back, bring that watch in. So the other trick that you can do is potentially, I could try and just take that, if I make that really small, take let's try 5. Maybe I'll just take this blob out and see if it does. If it does that. Okay, so you can sort of see it has taken out that a little bit. I can maybe even try a little bit more. See if it takes that out. There you go, that's not too bad. The other thing, you can sort of do a little edit here. You can sort of see this example. And I could potentially I don't know if it will do this, maybe a bit too simple a prompt, but we can have a look. No, it's not quite done it. It's basically literally turned it white. I was hoping it would turn the watch, make the watch just white, but it can't do it. So there's still some flaws here, but these are sometimes really worth playing around with if you are really needing to, like say if you want to take out this logo, for example, there, or the eyebrows are a little bit dodgy here, so maybe you wanted to smooth those out or something like that. Or as you can see, his teeth look a bit unpleasant. Maybe you want to clean those up. Some of these prompts, some of these tools can be quite helpful with that.